A question was recently posted on debate.org asking people that want to become parents, should they be required to take a test before they become a parent? They said, and the majority of the votes, though, surprisingly said yes. And so soon-to-be parents, you know, they're saying that it would help them to be prepared. Others felt like a test wouldn't help. So what do you ladies think? Should people be required to take a test before having children?
I mean,
It's weird to me that y'all are so adamant, though, as if there's so many great parents. Like, we've seen so many situations where you're just like, dang, how did they get to be a parent?
Well, the issue, I think, with tests, and I can only go off of my personal experience, sometimes there are great test takers who don't really know how to apply that in life, and then there are people who know how to apply the material to life, but they aren't great test takers. And the thing is how do you measure that? Having 2 kids, you know, they're completely different. And I just got to say, I studied so hard, I thought, when I had my first child. Aiden John Tanner is not a textbook baby. That child did everything that I did not read. And I was like, what the hell is going on? What do I do? And I learned from my mom, my friends, hearsay, but not only that, you learn as you go as a parent. You learn by your experiences. You follow your gut. My son got RSV like at 4 months, and usually infants, they can die of this. And I was freaking out because I was like, oh my God, I didn't read about this. What do I do? And I remember my pediatrician was like, Tamara, first of all, just calm down. You've got this. Trust your gut. You're doing your best, and your best is good enough in these type of situations.
Would there have been value to there being, like, not necessarily a test, but like an assessment of, like, you taking an assessment of yourself, like, in terms of your own mental readiness?
The thing is people change. Like I said, I am a better parent now for Araya because of my experiences, and I think sometimes that might be unfair.
Yeah, I hear you, and I wish we had a little bit more content of what the test was about, you know? Because obviously you can't teach a parent some of what I think most important is actual emotional skills.
Yeah,
like being able
how do you measure
how do you measure
fully, and are they being honest?
And intuition, right? You have to have intuition to be a good parent. However, I struggle with the fact that in our society, you have to take a test to get a driver's license. You have to go through so many loopholes to fit a credit card.
To adopt a cat.
To be able to adopt a cat. And yet people can spit out kids left and right. And I see a lot of parents who aren't adequate to take care and to be there for the kid. And we all know it's not just about money. A kid needs to feel rich with love. And so I don't know if a test can teach that, but I wonder if a test can help deter a parent if they're not ready.
When you adopt a kid, do you have to take a...
You absolutely do, and there are certain... I have a list of the things that they will tell you are minor, simple requirements to adopt a child in this country. You must be a U.S. citizen. If unmarried, you must be at least 25 years old.
Bingo, I'm that.
They need to do a medical psychological study on you.
See? That's big. Wait, that's big.
That's
Adrian,
what I meant
to
by
pause
the assessment.
But let me tell you what's not
medical,
cool.
I mean.
But like a mental...
Which I get, but I don't get.
Okay.
Criminal background check.
Ooh.
Now, I get that.
Yeah, why?
Jeannie, I think you'd make an amazing mother to a child. I know that's not something you want, but I think you'd make an amazing mother.
But when we say
Is she referencing my criminal background?
Yo, what you been up to, B?
If you've gone to jail, you
yes.
cannot adopt a baby.
But I do think it's important to
What if
see
it's expunged?
what are the grounds? What are the grounds that somebody got arrested on? It is important to know that.
Is it a violent crime or is it
Can we talk about the result of this?
Are you
say
safe in
you
society?
failed the test? Say you failed the test.
Okay.
Are you
'Cause it's looking
going
like
to?
I failed.
Okay. How do we stop that person from having a child?
Well, that's
like,
the
what
thing.
do you say?
You can't really enact this test in real time.
Right.
Right?
You can't. I mean, my whole thing is being realistic. Most of us, and I'm including my parents, would not have passed these things. It says it has to have a bedroom specifically for the child, separate just for the child.
Oh, I got that.
Well, my parents didn't have that. I shared a room my entire life.
I agree with you.
You know, there are children that are born with parents that are not U.S. citizens. There are children, like, there's so many different circumstances. Again, it goes back to love, and there's no blueprint for raising a child. Every child's different. Now, violence, we're not telling you starve your kid, beat your kid, abuse, like, obvious. There's obvious things that are not okay.
Adopting, though, is different than
yeah.
having a birth. I mean, you know, if I really wanted a kid, I could birth my own kid. But The point is, I think adopting is something different because these children have already been let go.
Yes, yes.
So I do agree
They
with
wanna
having
make sure-
those
Those are
type
right.
of requirements
Yes.
for
Yes.
a
Yeah.
kid.
Making sure they're in a more
What
secure.
I'm trying to say is, imagine if the adoption requirements were for giving birth naturally.
Okay,
Yes,
so here's
but that's what I
a
was-
question.
It shouldn't
Yeah.
Comparing.
Should those, is this the middle ground? Should those adoption terms, like this test assessment, should that be applied if you are having a baby through IVF or through extenuating circumstances? Like, because that's
Yeah.
not this.
No, because
is
you're paying
that-
for it.
Yeah, but I think if we're going to apply a test to whether or not you're ready to be a parent, I think we should apply it to anybody doing whatever methods to be a parent, whether it's through adoption
Also,
or
I want to
IVF.
ask Tan this because you are a mom.
But it's got to be the right type
I
of
have
test.
heard
That's
for
sticky.
years that the things that I say, oh, when I become a parent, that you can try to mentally prepare
You
yourself
are
all you want.
never, ever 100%.
Prepared. And
Ready
I've heard
or
everything
prepared.
changes once they put that baby on you. I've even heard mothers that say they didn't want their child. They didn't feel love in their hearts for that baby. They didn't want that. And they literally have said, the moment they put that baby on my chest, everything changed.
Yeah.
So it's so hard.
And you're
You
constantly
understand what I mean?
changing.
But
You're constantly
we live
changing.
in the United States of America, and we don't put those type of requirements of saying you can't for things like that.
Yeah.
When it's especially for women, because if you start doing that, no.
We don't do that for women?
No, I'm saying we can't
You
start
can't
doing a
start
test.
doing that. Like,
saying that
are
I don't agree with that.
Are you really
Adequate. and
adequate
fit.
to do it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
It's
So-
a big question to
It's
ask.
interesting.
Yeah.
Because they definitely be trying to tell women what to do with our bodies
Exactly.
all the
Yes.
time.
We don't need to give them
all
this,
the
too.
time.